We're back and we're going to talk a little bit about recycling and what does and does not go in your Rosie. Since summer is in full swing here in Lexington, that means more materials are being received at the Lexington Recycling Center. With more outdoor activities and get-togethers, that means an increase in recycling material with residents and businesses here in Lexington. So the Division of Waste Management, because of that, would like to issue a couple friendly reminders for what specifically we don't want to be placed in your residential Rosie recycling container. So the first item we'd like to highlight today that does not go in your Rosie recycling container are water hoses. Water hoses should not be placed in your residential curbside recycling container. And the number one reason water hoses should not be placed in your Rosie, other than they're not recyclable with our current program, is that they can cause severe damage to our equipment at the recycling center. And I've got an example here today to show you some of the equipment that we use at our recycling center and what can happen as a result of water hoses getting tangled up in that equipment. So one item that we use to help separate paper from other materials at the recycling center are these rubber stars here that I have. So this is a good rubber star. It's almost brand new, and it rotates quickly to pull the light paper off of the line away from the rest of the heavier recycling materials. But if a watering hose is placed in there, or something like an extension cord here, what can result is this. The rubber star will get tangled up with that watering hose in the machinery, and it can actually tear that star in half. And we want to prevent this as much as possible from happening. So just one reason why to not place watering hoses in your recycling container. And as I mentioned just previously, cords, anything like that, or we've got a wire hanger here, these can all do the same sort of damage to the material. We also have employees at the recycling center. We want to look out for their safety as well, so we don't want anything like this kind of flying around with the other recycling materials. I've got a couple other items here to mention, just as friendly reminders to not place in your recycling container. Paint cans, even though they're metal, they are not recyclable in our program, especially if they've got residue and old paint still inside. So the proper way to dispose of those, as well as the extension cords and watering hoses that are no longer usable, is to place those bagged inside your Herbie container. If they don't fit inside your Herbie, you can just bag them and set them directly next to your Herbie container to be picked up on the same day as your Herbie the night before. Another item, we've got this cast iron skillet. You see a lot of metal utensils. Items like this cannot be placed in your Rosie, along with the previously mentioned items, paint cans, extension cords, watering hoses, metal hangers. For the same reasons, these can cause damage to the equipment at the recycling center. We do have a metal scrapping dumpster at the recycling center for residential use. Whether you have city trash collection or not, feel free to drop off items such as this cast iron skillet, other metal items like hangers, or even steel cans you can place in there, and we will scrap that metal. We will recycle what can be recycled from that material that you drop off at that dumpster. For more information, you can check our website at www.lexingtonky/recycle. On that website, we've also got a really great handout. You can download it, you can print it off. You can also come by our office to pick one up if you'd like. But this flyer has what is recyclable, and then the things that we've talked about today on the show, they're also listed on this flyer, just as a reminder if you'd like to stick that on your refrigerator. Visit our website to print that off as well. One last item I'd like to mention today on the program are electronics, such as this clock that no longer works. You definitely do not want to put that in your Rosie. This should be taken to the Lexington Electronics Recycling Facility that's located at 1306 Versailles Road. And if you're a Lexington resident, you can drop off items such as old computers, TVs, DVD players, CDs and VHS tapes, clocks that no longer work, small appliances that plug into the wall like toasters, microwave ovens. We have a full list of items that you can take to the electronics recycling facility on our website. And if you would like to recycle with Lexington's program, but you do not yet have a Rosie and you do have city trash pickup at your home, you can call LexCall at 311 or 425-2255 to request a Rosie for your home. You can also order one online by going to www.lexingtonky.gov/waste management.